Hey everybody, thanks for clicking on this video. My name's R.A. Graves. I'm a Christian fiction author, but any info about me will be down below because this video isn't about me or my writing. This is one of the videos in which I am reading a hymn. I've been reading hymns from this hymn book here. I just started, really. And today I'm on number 3. It is a hymn of worship, because my hymn book doesn't tell the name of the song for some reason, which is a shame. If you know the name of the song, put it down below, because I would like to know too. Anyway, I'm not singing it for you. Don't worry. I'm only reading it because the words are beautiful and it just comes off like poetry, and I want to put it out there for the world to hear, should they click. All right, here it goes. Before Jehovah's awful throne, ye nations bow with sacred joy. Know that the Lord is God alone. He can create and he destroy. His sovereign power without our aid made us of clay and formed us men. And when like wandering sheep we strayed, he brought us to his fold again. We'll crowd his gates with thankful songs. High as the heavens our voices raise. The earth with her 10,000 tongues shall fill his courts with sounding praise. Wide as the world is his command, vast as eternity his love. I like that. Firm as a rock his truth shall stand when rolling years cease to move. So as far as poetry goes, that's beautiful, and that's why I'm doing this. That's just the third one. The other ones were just as beautiful. Maybe that's my favorite one so far, actually. I really liked it. So there were some things in here that I noticed that I just wanted to point out. Right off in the first line, where it says, before Jehovah's awful throne. It says awful. And I'm a 21st century guy, so when I hear the word awful, I think of something really bad, you know? But obviously, it's not lost on me that that word didn't always mean what it means today. It meant full of awe. Like, grateful means full of greatness. Okay, that my example that just got blown out of the water. But you know what I mean, like joyful. That means full of joy. We learned this like in 3rd grade, right? But this is awful. And I was thinking, like, from the non-believer's perspective, that might be awful to be before the throne of God. But for believers, it is a thought that is just full of awe, just full of, like, I can't describe it, so it's just gonna, my mouth's just gonna fall open, it's just like a sound, So, yeah, before Jehovah's awful throne, the nations bow with sacred joy. And the other thing I wanted to mention was this doesn't really matter much, but I just thought it was weird. Like in the second line, the wording says, know that the Lord is God alone. He can create and he destroy. Doesn't the end of that sentence just sound like wrong to you for some reason, in the sense like there's something wrong with the grammar? He can create and he destroy. It should be like, and he can destroy, or he creates and destroys. That would have worked. But there's just something wrong with the tense there or something. But I double checked it, I triple checked it. That's what it says in the hymn book, so that's how I read it. And yeah, like I said, it's nothing important there, but I just wonder if it's like a typo or something. It's just strange. And then, this is maybe one of my favorite parts about the thing, is like, this was so refreshing. In the second stanza, the word men and again are used for rhyming words. And the reason why that's refreshing to me is because I've read a lot of old poetry, and they never use again to rhyme with N sounds. It's always ain sounds, as if the word was to be pronounced again. And you've probably noticed that if you've read any poetry, especially old poetry, because it's like Old English. I think this this is all very old hymns, so it's all going to probably use a lot of Old English. There was a ye in this one, ye nations, instead of you nations. So yeah, it's Old English, but for some reason this one rhymes men with again, and the writer got away with that, and it must have been really odd at the time, and maybe people liked it, like, oh, interesting, oh, we'll have to pronounce again differently or something like that. I don't know, but yeah. And then like the opposite in the last stanza, which is another reason why I like this one. This might be my favorite one so far. I know there's only been 3, but they rhyme love with move, which doesn't rhyme at all except for how it's spelt with the OVE. It looks like it should rhyme. Maybe, you know, like, is this like an Old English thing that I didn't know? I actually think it works good here to say, to not rhyme it at the end. It just lands good for me. It didn't seem off at all. It just seemed like there was a coming progression that like didn't come, and it made it, yeah, I'm kind of, I don't know how to describe what I like about it, so I'm kind of stammering a little bit, but I appreciated that it broke from the rhyming pattern and was bold enough to just end. Let me read it. Wide as the world is his command, vast as eternity his love. Firm as a rock his truth shall stand when rolling years cease to move. So in eternity, it's talking about, and I think it's fitting that it didn't rhyme because it's outside of, you know, time, outside of the hymn. It moves you out of the end of that song and into eternity because it didn't rhyme. If that makes sense. That's kind of how I feel about it. I liked it, and I hope you liked it too. As I mentioned in the beginning, any information about me or my writing, there might be a link or something down below if I know how to do that. So thanks for watching. I hope you appreciated it, and I hope you tune into the next one. Bye.